Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. How's everybody doing on this fine day? It's good to be back on a live stream. I've been thinking about this quite a bit. We've got a great new live stream for you today with a new format. My name is Mr. James, and I'm an ESL English teacher. I currently teach online. And if you're looking to get some online classes, reach out in the description or my contact details are below. I can help you with just about any level of English, including IELTS exams. Links are in the description. And of course, today we are going to be doing something free for you. This is a live stream where I do custom English lessons that are interesting. I try to do stuff that's away from the textbooks. I find a lot of textbooks boring after doing this for so many years. I know they're important to a lot of students, especially if you're trying to get somewhere with your English. But as an English teacher, I've got to do some stuff outside of the regular textbooks to keep me sane. So come along on a journey with me. I plan on continuing growing this channel every week. Aggressive live streams, meaning that every week you'll at least get one live stream from me. There'll be some surprises along the way. Sometimes I'm live at certain times, sometimes I'm live at different times. I'm also going through a massive process of creating more and more material. And I've just set up a new slideshow for you that I'm going to switch over and we're going to get started soon. Let me just check that everything's in order here. Okay, so here we go. I change the screen and you should be able to see that up there now. And let's turn it into a large viewing. That should look much better than Google Docs. Trying to get this stream as professional as possible. So yes, ESL live stream. Today's topic is the lucky poo. And you're probably like, Mr. James, what the hell are you talking about? The lucky poo? But anyways, bear with me because this is something that follows on from my previous live stream where we talked about being lost in translation, meaning that you have the English language and then you have other languages, and when they get translated between the two, or some of the cultural things that happen between the two languages that are focused on today, it gets a little bit tricky. So yeah, why the lucky poo? I'm just going to check something. I think if I hit the spacebar, it goes to the next. There we go. So, as I was saying, welcome back to another lesson. I hope you're well. Today, we're going to talk about something a little unexpected. I'm going to show you an emoji. We've already seen the emoji on the front, so we know it's about something to do with poop. And I want to tell you about it. And let's see what we've got here. So, yes, talking about poop, guys. But we're not talking about poop in the English culture. Only in Japan. Surprise! In Japan, the poop emoji or symbols related to it can actually be considered a good luck charm. I'm just going to pause for a minute and let you think about that. Let's dive into why. This is a great example of cultural misunderstandings. So we know what a poop is. Scientific word is excrement or feces. There's a nice little emoji again with a smiley face. What is an emoji? A small digital image or icon used to express an idea, emotion, etc. So there's another example of an emoji, like talking. So yeah, the poop with a smiley face. And good luck charm, an object believed to bring good fortune. So in Japan, maybe poop isn't what you think it is. Okay, and then superstition, a belief or practice resulting from ignorance, fear of the unknown, or trust in magic or chance. So every country has its own superstitions, even English countries, but you can pretty much bet that Japan, as well as other Asian countries, have some very interesting superstitions that are very different from the English world. Obviously, this is also to target the students and learners throughout Asia, something that's relatable. So let's go for it. Okay, so the next vocabulary word we're going to talk about is pun. What is a pun? A humorous use of a word or phrase so as to suggest two or more meanings or the meaning of another word similar in sound. We've talked about homophones before in previous live streams. Each of the two or more words having the same pronunciation but different meanings, origins, or spelling. Okay, so there's a homophone that's going to be created here with the word poop. And connotation, an idea or feeling that a word invokes in addition to its literal or primary meaning. So we know what poop is in its primary meaning, but there might be something else going on in Japan. So let's have a look at the next slide. The literal meaning, the actual dictionary meaning of a word, the figurative meaning, symbolic and non-literal meaning. So again, these things can change depending on the culture and how it's put together. And then finally, taboo, a social or religious custom prohibiting or forbidding discussion of a particular practice or forbidding association with a particular person, place, or thing. We might dive into this in a future stream about taboo. There's a lot of taboos around the world. So, in a lot of cultures, obviously, talking about poop is something that is considered a bit taboo or embarrassing, but it depends who you are. Some people are comfortable with it, other people are not. We'll find out more. Okay, and then finally, an idiom to tie it all together, a phase with an overall meaning that cannot be understood from the literal meaning of the individual words. So, this is a good example in the English language. Kick the bucket. Does anyone know what kick the bucket means if we're talking about English idioms? Kick the bucket. Let me know in the live chat or the comments. What do you think kick bucket means? And I'll give you an example now of what kick the bucket means. It's basically when someone dies. What happened to that person? He kicked the bucket. Okay, it means that he died, or it means that he died. Kick the bucket. On the next page, there's some more. There's the Japanese explanation for poo. So obviously, there's the literal sense of poo, taking a poo. But in this language lesson, poo is also part of luck, and we're going to read about it now. So the reason for this positive connotation in Japan comes from a pun. The Japanese word for poo is unko. Now, I'm not a Japanese speaker, obviously. I haven't learnt the language, though I am thinking about it. I'm going to get you the pronunciation from the Translate service. Let's just escape from here. And you'll see that on Google Translate, we have it. Let's type it in there. So at first, when I searched this, it just went straight to there. But I remember if I just refreshed it again, I had a little bit of a problem. It did come up. Thinks it's Hindi for some reason, but that's not actually true. Just bear with me, a little bit of a technical difficulty here. I think I know why. I've got to paste the Japanese languages, silly Billy. Hey, try that again. Oh, there you go. Perfect. There it is on the screen. Let's paste that again. Typing Japanese and English, silly me. Okay, so here we go. Pronunciation in Japan.
うんこ、
Sorry again,
うんこ、
unka, which literally means poo. Here's some other suggestions. It can mean shit or bullshit, but obviously there's more characters here. So the way you would say these ones would be different. We might do that in a minute, but let's stay on topic. So we go back here. Let's make that big so you can see that again. So the Japanese word for unko, right? The first part of the word un sounds exactly like the Japanese word for luck. Let's check that too. Oh, let's go back. They said, yeah. Okay, but when I put it in before, I swear it said luck. Apologize. Am I missing something? Maybe if I just put this is back to the English. Yeah, un, luck. There you go. Ah, see, there's the symbol, and that matches here, right? So if I go like this, there you go, luck. So un in Japanese means luck.
運、
Un, luck. All right, so let's review again. So because of this, the homophone unko can be associated with good fortune. This isn't about the literal meaning of poo being good, but the sound creating a figurative meaning of luck. It's like how in English we might say break a leg to wish someone good luck in English, even though we don't literally want them to break a leg. Yeah, big difference. Like kick the bucket, someone died. Break a leg in English can mean good luck. All right. So now the next part. The golden poo, good luck gift. So you can see I've got a picture here. You can actually purchase a golden poo in Japan. You can even buy kin, no unko, golden poo. And let's just do one more translation of that. So you can see that what I'm telling you, especially if you're not from Japan, is actually correct. If you're a Japanese person watching this in the future, you can see that, yes, what I'm telling you is correct, but you can confirm it as a Japanese person. There it is, golden poop.
金のうんこ、
Kino unko means golden poop in Japan. Oh, that's funny. Okay, you can even buy Kino unko golden poo charms in Japan. These are popular good luck charms, especially for things like passing exams. Imagine giving your friend a golden poo for good luck because sorry. Imagine giving your friend a golden poo for good luck before their big exam. That would definitely be a culture shock for some. Yes, absolutely. Imagine you're doing an exam in Japan as a foreigner. Maybe you're going for a Japanese exam for language learning, and your Japanese friend goes, "Here you go. Here's a golden poop. Good luck on your Japanese exam." And you'd be like, "What? What are you talking about? You're giving me a golden poop?" So there you have it. All right, now it's discussion and interaction time. Let me know in the live chat or in the comments in the future. Initial reaction. What was your first thought when I told you the poo emoji could mean good luck in Japan? Were you surprised? Cultural differences. Can you think of any other symbols, gestures, or words that have completely different or opposite meanings in your culture compared to another culture you know? For example, the thumbs up gesture. Thumbs up in other countries might not mean good things. Nodding can mean something different, and shaking the head can mean something different too. There's all these types of different cultural differences, and they change from country to country. I was just thinking of one from a movie, a great movie, 7 Years in Tibet with Brad Pitt, came out quite a while ago. He travels to Tibet in the story, and when he gets there, they don't really like foreigners. They're very protective of their culture. And he gets to the border where he wants to go into Tibet to climb Mount Everest, I believe. And when he gets there, I guess the immigration security at the time, it was filmed in the past. It was done during the period of World War II. So it was a bit of a strange time, but basically they just had closed borders. They don't want foreigners in there. He finds a way to get in later, obviously, to keep the story interesting. But in their language, Tibetans were like saying, no foreigners, no foreigners. And then I think when he got in later, or even while they were telling him no foreigners, they would stick their tongues out at him as if to say like, go away. So there's another off the top cultural difference between, I think in the story he was Austrian, right? But yeah, the cultures can be so different depending from country to country, and we'll continue these on a live stream in the future. Superstitions. Do you have any good luck charms or superstitions in your own culture? What are they? Let us know in the comments. For example, knocking on wood. That's a good English one. Knocking on wood, like, okay, I've got a wooden desk right now. If I just go knocking on wood, it's supposed to be good luck. Four-leaf clovers. I think that's an Irish thing as well as an English thing. Well, English is in Ireland. Four-leaf clover, basically good luck. And black cats. Black cats can actually be bad luck. It just depends. And I think sometimes they can be good luck. I'd have to do more research. I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, learning idioms. How challenging is it to learn idioms and figurative language in a new language? Why do you think they're so difficult? Well, I mean, if someone's giving you a golden poop, that's got to make you question things for a little bit. Is it a joke or are they being serious? They're being really friendly. They must really like you if they give you a golden poop. Okay, and taboo topics. In many cultures, talking about poo is a taboo subject. Why do you think this topic is often avoided or considered impolite? How does Japan's approach with the lucky poo challenge that? So yeah, so talking about poop in Japan is probably a little bit different. But that doesn't mean that they don't talk about it, but they've just made something that's considered quite dirty in the body. They've turned it into something of luck. So I admire that by the Japanese. I think that's pretty cool. So if you're Japanese and you're watching this in the future, let me know if you want to add any comments on this. I'd be really interested. uh, Understand that obviously tourism in Japan is going through the roof now with the yen dropping, and the tourist section is making a lot of money, but it's creating other challenges within the country. So I understand that it's a different type of place, and to understand all the way that the culture works in Japan is almost impossible. But it's nice to understand these sort of things before you go there in case someone gives you a lucky poop. So there you go. All right, and emoji meanings. Do you think emojis have universal meanings, or are their meanings often influenced by cultures? Can you give examples? Leave them in the comment. So yeah, so if you send someone, how I got onto this idea, I was doing a British Council lesson with a student from Thailand that I teach online, and we found out that sending someone a poop emoji on the phone can be good luck, or a golden poop emoji on the phone can be good luck in Japan. And that's when we started doing some Googling and using some AI to put this lesson together for you today. I hope you enjoyed. And thank you so much for watching. If you got value out of this video, I would appreciate a like. It helps to grow the channel and it tells me what you're enjoying. And of course, keep those comments coming. If you've got anything you'd like me to cover in the future, different topics, let me know. This is going to be an English channel into the future. It's a little different from most of the channels out there. We take on unique topics and we push the boundary a little bit when it comes to cultural slangs, and try to enlighten the world with language, because language is such an interesting part of being human. And it's amazing how many languages there are in the world. So we'll continue to find cross-cultural references. And if you really want to help me out too, and you want to know when I go live next, you can hit the subscribe button and the bell, and it will give you a notification when I'm live. And I look forward to seeing you on the next lesson. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.